Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step breakdown of exactly what you need to lose as much body fat as possible in 1 week. I know there's a bunch of holidays coming up. Summer's around the corner. I've got a whole load of information here, so make sure you stay to the very end. I'm going to break down absolutely everything. So my clients are high performance corporate professionals, account managers, consultants, sales and marketing, and they've all been in the exact same situation as you. They all love going out to eat. They all struggle to find time to go to the gym. They struggle to find time to cook and get good nutritious meals. They tend to take the easy options, ordering food or going out to eat, and they're packing on calories and weight because of it. So you may have seen from my Instagram, I'm getting some pretty insane results these days. And check on my client section on Instagram, you can see it right there. I had a lady join us about 20 days ago. She was struggling to do a 1K run at the time. She's now doing 5Ks consistently. You can see from her transformation pictures, she's shredding weight off her face. The face is completely changed now. I had another guy come in. He's been working with us for about 3 weeks in total. He was already pretty built, but he wanted to keep his muscle and essentially drop body fat and shred down. So you can see his progress there. In literally a few weeks, you can see he's dropping his body fat and he's doing really well. So, by the way, if you don't know who I am, I'm Asher. I help high performing corporate professionals drop 10 kg in 90 days or your money back. So if that could be you, you could be our next case study. Send me a message on Instagram, just type and perform. I'll get back right away. We'll get you on a call and get you started. So now I'm going to go through the step-by-step breakdown and go through all of the details for you. So at this point, you probably want to get a notepad or take notes somewhere because it's going to be a lot of information quite quickly. So there's two main variables we can focus on. So the food intake or the training. We could do one or the other, or we can do both. In this situation, we want maximum results. So we're going to focus on both. So macros are your proteins, carbs, and fats. And then we're going to focus on both weight training and cardio throughout this week. So you're going to do this right now. So open up a new tab, type in calorie calculator. You're going to type in, usually they need your weight, your height, and your age, and sometimes some other details, depending on how complex it is. But use any of the first few that come up. And then we're going to get whatever your maintenance calories are. We're going to drop that by 20%. And that's going to be your calories for the week. So 20% is quite an aggressive cut, probably not sustainable long term. But it's going to be great for getting us the result and getting you beach ready really quickly. So once you have that number, you've got 20%, you're going to get your protein. Your protein is going to be particularly high. Usually I would say around 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. In this case, we're going to go to the maximum result, and I'll explain why in a little bit. But initially, I want to say you need this amount of protein so you can reserve as much muscle as possible. And there's a few other reasons as well. So let's just say you're 65 kg in body weight, then, and that kg is kilograms for those who don't know. Then we're going to want to times that by 2.5, and this is going to equate to 162 point, let's just say 3 grams of protein. For fats, you're going to do the exact same thing. So 65 kg times 0.7, and that's going to get to this number. Again, round up or round down, either way, it's not going to make much of a difference. And your carbs is whatever's left. Really and truly, if you want to do like a super aggressive cut and still stay moderately healthy, then you want to taper down those carbs kind of near the end of the week. Maybe just don't hit them all the time. You're going to want to be tracking your calories on MyFitnessPal. So you're going to want to keep the carbs a bit lower. So now we're going to have to boost your metabolism. So this is another variable that not many people know, but we can kind of implement this and try and kickstart that metabolism to help you drop weight as quickly as possible. And we want it to just be body fat and keep with that precious muscle. So muscle actually expends more energy to digest and to process it than both fats and carbs. So we want to include as many protein-rich foods in your diets, like lean meats. Lean muscle mass also does help improve your metabolism and give you more of like a toned appearance. However, in 1 week, we're not really going to be able to get you many gains. It's just not possible. It's still worth doing 100%. If you do want to build a longer term plan and you want to build some muscle mass and really get your dream physique and you're really serious about it, then hit me up. We can get a plan for you and start focusing on weight training a bit more. But for now, we're going to focus on just shredding cardio and just eating your protein. Now we're going to focus on training. So with training, we're going to focus on cardio. So in a 1 week, we're going to try and get to up to 160 minutes of cardio in the week. And we're going to focus on 2 types of cardio. So steady state cardio and HIIT cardio. HIIT cardio is like a cheat code. It's going to shred weight off and literally peel it off you. And there are other types of cardio like sports and circuit training. Again, if you want circuit training, really good for long-term cardio. It's super fun. You can mix it up. It's more interesting. It's usually a bit more engaging than HIIT cardio. Again, if you want that sort of training plan done for you, hit me up. We can sort it out for you, get you on the program. So we're going to keep this super simple. We're just going to stick to HIIT cardio because circuit cardio is a bit more complex. We wouldn't be able to get through it in this time. So we're going to stick to HIIT cardio. So pick a cardio exercise that you enjoy. So if you don't have a gym, running, cycling, or skipping rope is great. If you have a gym, the Stairmaster is a cheat code. I'm telling you, it will literally rip fat off you. It's hard not to keep fat. It's hard to keep fat by doing this. The elliptical machine is also fantastic, a great alternative. You can use a treadmill, you can use any others. These are my favorites. So we just HIIT workout. Each and every workout, you're going to try and get 20 to 30 minutes in of pure cardio. Now, the first 5 minutes are probably going to be warming up, and there's going to be a cool down time. So with the warm up, especially if you're in England, you're probably going to be coming from a cold place. So you're going to make sure to warm up for probably 10 minutes if you're coming from in a cold country, maybe 5 minutes if you're in Dubai like me. And it's not like your body's already going to be warm. It's more just about warming up the muscles and speeding up your heart rate. Once your heart is warm, you want to focus on high intensity intervals. And this is called HIIT training. It's high intensity. You have to go all out. There's 40 seconds of high intensity work. So if you're on the Stairmaster, which is what this example is around, you want to put as hard and as intense as possible. Obviously not too hard where you fall down and you make a fool of yourself and you embarrass yourself, but you want to be super, super intense, as hard as you can. Then after those 40 seconds, you want to drop to 20 seconds. And this is what you call active recovery, resting period. So you're still walking, you're still making those steps, but a lot slower, you're catching your breath and it's calm. Then it's right back into it after the 20 seconds, 40 seconds, as hard as possible. You want to repeat this for 10 times, and you can do this on running, you can do cycling, you can do this with all of them. But in this case, I'm using the Stairmaster as an example. After you've done 10 times and you're sweating, you feel like you've had a good workout, you can do a few more times if you feel like you want to challenge yourself. You want to cool down for 5 minutes, slowly, gradually get down, lower your heart rate, and do some stretching after. Weight training, we're not going to go massively into. It's essential to do. It's amazing for weight loss. It's amazing for anti-aging. So many benefits to weight training. It's amazing for your bones, your joints. However, if you want to get into it, again, it's a more complex weight training plan. You hit me up. We can sort it out for you. That's reserved for people on the program. But I will give you, since you're on the video, I'll give you a quick sort of tips around it. So a quick plan. If you've got 4 days to work out, push, pull, legs, and then a full body day. And if you're on if you want a 5 day split, do push, pull, legs, upper, lower. That's the basic plan. Again, more details, hit me up. Now, some general tips. You may see me screaming 10K steps, 10K steps, 10K steps. You got 1 week, 15K steps a day. That's essential. Another thing you want to do, you want to stay away from heavy seasoning. I'm Jamaican. I love spicy food. I love heavy seasoning, but you're going to have to take it all out. It's not even worth touching. Very high in sodium. It's going to cause water retention. You won't have that sort of tight skin, and it will affect your look on the beach, for example. You want to stay away from it. That includes sauces. Sauces have so many hidden calories. You want to it's 1 week, just take it out. It's not the ideal. The taste isn't going to be as good, but get over it. It's 1 week. You have to drop all that stuff if you really want to maximize results. Then you want to minimize your consumption of processed foods. So they tend to be super high in sodium. So opt for fresh, whole foods instead. Anything that's processed is made to make you crave. It's made by essentially man, and man wants you to buy more of it. So there's sugars and salts which make you want more of it. So you'll eat more, and it's really hard to cut. Eat whole foods, they'll make you feel nourished, they'll make you feel good, and then you'll eat a bit less, and whole foods will just generally a bit healthier. You want to make sure you're drinking a lot of water, just to make you eat a lot less. And yeah, just want to increase your intake of water as well. And then you want to make sure that you're eating voluminous foods. So obviously you're going to be eating less calories than you're used to, but you don't want to be unsatisfied or stressed, or if you feel like you're hungry all the time, you're going to break. You're going to end up eating that cheesecake. You're going to end up ordering that easy food. You want to make sure to eat foods that are high in volume, but low in calories. So I've left some examples here. So I made it super easy for you guys. There's no excuses. The food's literally there. Eat that. You'll feel more satisfied, full, and good. Get your training in. Do all of these, and you'll shred your body fat. If you need help after this, and you're struggling after this, and you haven't lost a good significant bit of weight within the week, you need coaching. So then you hit me up, send me a message on Instagram. And yeah, listen, I hope this was helpful. A completely free video. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you have any questions. Hit me up in the DMs, and hopefully I'll make some more of these. So I hope it was helpful.